Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is level off our cakes, because in the 5 years I've been doing this, I have never been able to bake a straight cake. I'm starting to believe that straight cakes are a complete myth. Now, let me tell you a little story about this specific cake. We found this cake in the bottom of my freezer while we were trying to unpack the freezer to make space for all the meat that we hoarded due to the coronavirus. So this cake is promptly falling to pieces in front of my eyes, just like how I feel on the inside. That was so dark. Okay, no, let's not go so dark. We're making a freaking cake video. We gotta keep this light, guys. So this cake is destroyed and no one is gonna eat it. I'm making it just for this video because I had no idea what other video to make today, so I thought, hey, let's take the disgusting, gross, freezer burnt cake out of the freezer and ice it. Why not? We're gonna do the same to the second layer, except the second layer is even worse. It is turned into this absolute pile of goo. Wow, looking back at this footage, I'm just dying inside, to be honest. Like, just look at that. Just take a moment and look at that cake. Is that okay? No. Please don't ever think that I serve these kind of cakes to anyone. Maybe this video is not a good idea. Please don't think your cakes ever come out like this. This is purely this is my bottom of the freezer cake. No one touches the bottom of the freezer cake. We're just doing this for a video, okay? Just to clarify. Now we are gonna begin icing this monstrosity with leftover icing from I don't even know when. I just found it in a container and we're gonna use it. Maybe I should stop hoarding icing and cakes, you know? But sometimes I stick things in the freezer and I completely forget about them, because I think one day I'm going to want to ice it and eat it as a snack for myself. But no, in case you're actually watching this for the tutorial, I normally ice the cakes with a round nozzle in a spiral, then I take a little spatula and I even it out to try, I don't know, make it even, so when you stick the other layer on top of it, it's not skew, unless you cut the layer skew, which I probably did because I've got a bad habit of cutting layers very skew. Now you're gonna want to stick your sad excuse of a cake layer on top of your other sad excuse of a cake layer and start filling in all the little gaps. I just wanted to do this so my icing, I don't know guys, I just try to fix it and I couldn't fix it. This is just not fixable right now, but carry on watching the video. You never know what will happen at the end. Actually, no, we do know. This is going to be a disaster. This whole thing is just a disaster in the making. But anyway, what I'm doing now is spiraling icing around the cake so I can flatten that icing into a more smooth surface of icing. But this icing is terrible and bumpy, and there's just so much wrong with all of this right now. I don't know what I was expecting to get out of this. I don't know. It's a video, guys. It's day 3. We're all in quarantine. We're all on lockdown. Here's me icing a cake. You know, if you have something better to do with your life, go for it, but I have a feeling not many of us do. Now I'm gonna take my giant white scraper and scrape off all the rough edges. How else do I explain it? I don't know. You take the thing and you make it flat, because that's genuinely how people like the look of cake. What? Okay, English, please. You know, people like it when the icing is flat instead of bumpy icing. So what I'm doing here is making the icing flat instead of bumpy icing, because it's more aesthetically pleasing, and that's kind of the whole premise of the video today, how to make an aesthetically pleasing looking cake. I really suck at icing the top of the cakes. It's something I seriously struggle with, even though I've been doing this for so many years. So while you watch me struggle to ice a top of a cake, I don't know, I'm sorry you're watching this. This is not even pleasant to watch. It's not even satisfying to watch. It's just an absolute freaking mess. Then we are going to take a star nozzle, you know, the one creeping onto your screen right now, and do little rose thingies on top of the cake to hide the fact that I cannot ice the top of the cake. You know, if I put a lot of time and effort into icing the top of the cake, I can get it, like, I promise you. Like, it's not a failure all of the time. I just thought I'm not going to put that much effort into icing the top of the cake. I'd rather do little rosettes and pretend that I'm not doing that because I suck. I then made the mistake of icing little thingy things at the bottom of the cake when I really shouldn't have done that. I should have kind of left it how it was, but you know, we all make mistakes, like this entire video. So there's your cake, my dudes. That's kind of how you ice a cake, really. I don't really know what else to do with this thing besides feed it to my cat. Well, I hope you guys somewhat enjoyed this video, and I hope your lockdown is going smoothly. I also hope you have the best day ever, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.